I don't have any promises that it's successful. The pay is shit. There's not very much food, not very much clean water, not very much shelter, not that well of an economy. You ever play that game Civilization? And you start off the unterraformed land, maybe in a floodplain with malaria, maybe just in a desert, you know. You have your settler in your city, town center, square, you know, and you start building the civilization. Who wants to play Civilization for real? Who wants to build a new civilization for real? Sort of like a little Amish community, but without the ban on technology. Like, yeah, you can get out there and we'll share a crop, but we can use GPS to map out everything. Now, I'm not forming no communist commune. I'm trying to have something close to meritocracy, something that's fair. Have them promoted and excel to be able to take over the positions of those ahead of them, so those ahead of them can move on to better things. The idea is to try to get all the members to be able to own land themselves. This is not really a good opportunity for people who own property and have jobs. This would be a good, I have no idea who was waving to me out of that car. I have no idea who that was. They were waving so much. I have no idea who they were. But anyway, this is good for people who are homeless. You know, this is, I guess, I don't know what it would be good for, but yeah, but you have to have some kind of legal contract where you don't have any rights as squatters to be trying to take my property. You're a guest. You start working, terraforming the land, and giving you a cut of everything that's produced. A cut, and we make a holding corporation. The holding corporation, you become a member of the holding corporation. It has a piece of land that the corporation owns. Then at the same time, I have land that I own, that I bought, that's my land, that I can let the corporation work on, but with a contract. I really don't have it all put together yet. And I'm not optimistic that there's going to be any takers on this deal. And obviously, they'd have to be vetted. I've already got death threats. I can't just let anybody come on my land. Some people want to stab me to death and kill me and shoot me and stuff. So normally, a king organizes some sort of army and conquers some piece of land. And all his generals that helped him take it, he makes them lords over certain sections of the land. And then they rent that land out to people who in turn rent it out. It's sort of a hierarchy form because nobody can have any land protected from foreign invaders or even hold on to any land, period, without a military. So the military takes their cut. And then the economy has to be administrated, and those people take their cut, and so on, all the way down from the bottom. I don't want a system where there's no upward mobility. I don't want a system where someone comes in and they're at the bottom forever. I want them to, the idea is that profits would be put into account, used to buy more land. And as more land is bought, the idea is to take a bunch of people who have no land, let them work land to make the land more profitable, you know, combine their labor with the people who own land, and then use that to generate wealth, to give all of those people land. You know, try to get everybody to have enough land to put a house on, enough land to be able to farm and feed their families, and have a sense of community, and to be able to, you know, to raise revenue as a collective to be able to buy land for the cheap. You know, most land is not sold in small sections of land. It's sold in big, expensive sections that an individual a lot of times has trouble buying. But if that individual was to pool his money with 100 other people, they could buy the land quite easily and divide it up into 100 sections, but no one does that. That's what I'm trying to do. But I don't have no money to pay people.